Hi friends, welcome to CAT Engineers Academy online platform. Today we will discuss about nodal analysis. See friends, actually what is mean by nodal analysis? So this nodal analysis is based on KCL. It is based on KCL. Already we discussed what is meant by KCL, Kirchhoff's current law. So based on Kirchhoff current law, the nodal analysis will be done. So before you are entered into the nodal analysis, first we have to know what is mean by node, because totally the KCL is depends upon node only. Node only. So first we have to see what is mean by node. Already you know what is mean by node is here I given the definition. The common point where two or more elements are connected. Where two or more elements are connected is known as a node. Is nothing but generally whenever you consider the electrical network, in that electrical network if two elements are connected or three elements are connected is known as node. Okay. Again in that node we are having two types of nodes. In that node the node are we are having two types of node. First one is simple node. First one is simple node. Next, principal node. Principal, principal node. Now, first, what is mean by simple node? If two elements are connected, if two elements are connected, is known as simple node. Here, the current division does not take place. Division, current division does not takes place. Does not takes place is known as simple node. What is mean by principal node is nothing but if three elements are interconnected. If three elements are connected is known as principal node. Where if three elements are connected is nothing but here current division is takes place. Where current division does not take place is known as simple node. Where current division takes place current division takes place is known as principal node. So finally here we have two types of nodes, simple node and principal node. So now whenever we are discussing nodal analysis, whenever we have to go for the nodal analysis, whatever the node we are using, whatever the nodes we are using, basically that node is to be principal node only. Now in nodal analysis, now whenever we are considering node, that is nothing but principal node only. So for nodal analysis, it is very important point. For nodal analysis, for nodal analysis always for nodal analysis always consider principal node only. Always we consider the principal node is nothing. It is nothing but whenever you consider the electrical network, always we can consider the principal nodes only. So whenever you are discussing, for example you are taking any point, that is nothing but we can consider the, whenever we are talking, for example whenever you are solving the problem, for example I said that node is nothing but always you have to consider the principal node only. Is nothing but always whenever you consider the node is nothing but fundamentally that is to be a principal node, not a simple node. Always consider the principal nodes only. Okay, it is clear. Simple node where current division does not take place, principal node where current division takes place. So automatically when three elements are interconnected, automatically the current division takes place. If two elements are interconnected, there is no current division path. So that's why it is to be simple node, it is to be principal node. So basically just you have to remember for nodal analysis, just always you have to remember for nodal analysis we will use the principal nodes only. Okay, now then we will go into the, we are having the some procedure how we have to do the nodal analysis. This procedure is very important. Always you have to remember these four points. So first point is, whenever you are entered into the problem, first identify the total number of nodes. Identify the total number of nodes. First you have to identify the total number of nodes. This is the first point. Okay. Next, second point, assign the voltage at each node. Is nothing but some voltage variable you have to assume. Assign the voltage variable at each node. One node is taken as a reference node. So in that node, for example, you are having 5 nodes. If you are having the, generally if you are having 5 nodes, 4 nodes, at 4 nodes you have to assume the voltages, and for next another node is considered as a reference node. Okay, it is clear. First identify the number of nodes. So number of nodes you have to identify. Next, in that assume the voltages. Next, in that one is considered as a reference node. Okay. Next, third one, develop KCL equations at each non-reference node. Is nothing but, for example, you are having 5 nodes, number of nodes are 5. In that 4 are principal nodes, that is nothing but non-reference nodes. One is reference. Total 5 are the principal nodes only. In that 4 are the non-reference nodes. One is reference. So next you have to develop the KCL equations at each non-reference node. Is nothing but all 4 points you have to develop the KCL equations. Next, solve the KCL equations to evaluate the node voltage. So just listen. Finally, our intention, what is the use of nodal analysis? Is nothing but we need to determine the node voltages. Just in mind you have to fix. We have to fix what is the use of nodal analysis. Is nothing but we have to determine the nodal voltages. We have to determine the nodal voltages by using KCL equations. So how to evaluate the nodal analysis? Nothing but first one is you have to identify the total number of nodes. Second point, assign the voltages at each node. One node is taken as a reference node. Next, third point is develop KCL equations at each non-reference node. After developing the KCL equations, solve the KCL equations. Solve the KCL equations to evaluate the nodal voltages. After evaluating the nodal voltages, then finally we can determine the response in that given circuit. This is the procedure. Next, we have to go for some important point while you are discussing the nodal analysis. These are the conditions. So first point here I mentioned as node. What is the node? Is nothing but first point, that nodal analysis applicable for both planar and non-planar networks. Planar or non-planar, for any network we can use the nodal analysis. In case of mesh analysis, that mesh analysis only applicable for planar circuits only. It's the mesh analysis not applicable for non-planar circuits. Only planar circuits we can apply mesh analysis, but planar and non-planar we can apply the nodal analysis. That is nothing but we can apply the KCL equations. Next, for example, they will ask the question. In competitive exam, they will ask the questions. How many number of equations required to solve an electrical network in nodal analysis? How many equations will get whenever you are applying the nodal analysis? So that equation number is equal to n minus 1. So E is nothing but equations equal to n minus 1. N is nothing but total number of nodes minus 1. N is here total number of nodes. Total number of nodes. That 1 is nothing but minus 1. Why we are taking minus 1 is nothing but, for example, you are having the 5 nodes, in that 1 is reference node. So only you write the equations only at 4 nodes. So that's why finally how many equations you get? If you are having the 5 number of nodes, you will get the 4 equations. So finally number of equations required to solve an electrical network is equal to n minus 1. It is very important objective question. In the competitive exam, they will ask the question. So they will give one electrical network. For that network, how many equations will get? They will ask the question. So based on that network, first identify the number of nodes, then subtract 1. Finally, will get the number of equations to solve an electrical network by using nodal analysis we will get. It is clear. So this is the explanation related to the nodal analysis. So procedure I given two important node points I given. Okay. Now based on these points, we have to solve one problem, simple problem we have to see. So that problem is example problem. Just listen. Now find, question is find the value of current I using nodal analysis. Just listen. Whenever they are asking the question either in a competitive exam or a descriptive exam, if they are mentioned that method, only we can use the nodal analysis method for finding the current I. If they are not mentioned any method, we can use Azure any method. But here they are mentioned nodal analysis, so definitely you have to use the nodal analysis for finding the current I for the below figure. So here they are given the problem as like this. Here they are having 5 volts. They are given 1 ohm. Next, now here they are given the question as like this: 5 volts, this is 10 volts, this is 4 volts, this is 4 amps. Here this is minus, this is plus. Here this is the current direction, 4 amps. Here 2 ohms resistor, 2 ohms resistor, 1 ohm resistor. Next, here we need to find the current I here. So finally they are asking the question, find the value of current I using nodal analysis. That current is current flowing through the 2 ohms resistor. That is our question. Okay, now in that question we have to clarify the how we have to determine the current I. Okay, now this is the problem. So what is the solution? Just listen, solution. So that solution is, so what is the solution? Before you are going to enter the solution, based on the procedure you have to follow. First you have to follow the first two step. The first step is first identify the number of nodes. First step is identify the number of nodes. Here nodes are, just listen, always you identify the principal nodes. Here just listen, this 1 ohm branch is interconnected here, 2 ohms is interconnected here, 2 ohms is connected to here, next 1 ohm is also connected here. So finally we can say that this node, this node, this node. So finally here I consider this one as node. So 1 ohm is connected here, 2 ohms is connected here, this 2 ohms is connected here, 1 ohm. So finally we can consider this one as one number of node. Next, listen here, this 1 ohm 5 volts is connected one at one point, but this is a simple node. Don't consider the simple nodes. Next, this 5 volts, 10 volts, 4 volts and 4 ohms are connected at this point. Now finally we can say that here we are having how many number of nodes? Two number of nodes. In that, one node is considered as a reference node. Next, I would consider this node as reference node. Only I would consider this is 0 node. Finally, you can say that this is to be reference node. Reference node. Next, one more node is this one node is one node. Now finally this is first node, this is reference node. First point is over. Next, second point, assign the voltages. So it's nothing but here I am assigning the voltage at this node is Vx. Here I consider this voltage is Vx. Here reference node is nothing but that voltage is to be 0 volts. Okay, finally first point is we are identifying the number of nodes, clear. Next, second point, we are giving the voltage variables, that is Vx and 0 volts. We are having given here voltage variables I given. So one is 0 volts, sorry, Vx. Next one is 0 volts in a given circuit. Okay. So next, third point. The third point is you have to apply the, you have to write the KCL equations. Before you are going to write the KCL equations, it is very important. Just listen how we are analyzing the node analysis. First they will give simple circuit. In that simple circuit, first identify the number of nodes. Next point is assign the voltage variables for non-reference nodes. It's clear. Second point is assign the variables, voltage variables for non-reference nodes. Next, write the KCL equation. Before you are going to write this KCL equation, just listen. The current directions from the node 2 towards other branches. You always you have to consider all currents are outgoing current. So here just listen. Here we are two elements are interconnected. The current flowing through the 1 ohm is considered as a I1, for example. Here I am assuming. Next, the current flowing through the 2 ohms is considered as a I2. because the current is reached to 1 ohm and 2 ohm. So two currents are different. So I1 and I2. Next, whatever the current flowing through the 2 ohms resistor is, I consider as a I. Already they are given I. Same direction I am assuming. Otherwise, you can assume separate variable. That current only will become the I. So here I am assuming another variable I3 for example. So next, this one is I consider as a I4. For getting clarity, here I am assuming all variables. Whatever the variables they are given previously, okay, don't worry. First, you have to give the new variables as you wish. So how many branches are interconnected at that point? That number of currents will get here. So totally four branches are connected: 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. So finally four elements are connected. This node is nothing but finally we'll get the four outgoing currents: I1, I2, I3 and I4. So like that you have to solve the problem. First, find the number of nodes. Second point, give the voltage variables for non-reference nodes. Next, you have to give the current directions from the non-reference node to all the elements. If you are having two nodes, you can give the directions for second node also. But here I can only what are the problem I given. In that only we are having one node. Finally, four elements are interconnected: I1, I2, I3, I4. I can consider all currents. You can consider the outgoing current direction. So you can assume outgoing direction. So finally, apply the cases. So third point is you have to write the KCL equation. So write the KCL equation. So how many number of nodes we are having? One. Only one equation will get. Total nodes are two, but one is reference node. So at one normal node only we will get the equation. So finally number of equations equal to n minus 1. So n minus 1 is nothing but total nodes are 2 minus 1. So only one equation will get. Only one equation will get. So finally you have to write the KCL equations. So KCL equations, you have to write KCL equations. So here I am writing the KCL equations. See. So what is the KCL equation? The solving of KCL equation is the fourth point. If you are having two equations, we can solve the equation. Here I am having only one node. You can write the KCL equation. So finally, write KCL equation. Write KCL equation at node 1. At node 1. Write the KCL equation at node 1. So at node 1, how many currents? According to the KCL, Kirchhoff current law, algebraic sum of currents at a node is equal to 0. According to the KCL, algebraic sum of nodes at a node is equal to 0. So finally, we can write at the first node, how many direct currents are we are having? 4 currents. So algebraic sum of all away currents. Algebraic sum of currents are equal to 0. So finally, we got the KCL I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 equal to 0. So all are outgoing currents. So that's why here I am getting all positive currents I1, I2, I3. Now finally, after measuring I1, I2, I3, I4, next you write these are in terms of V and R. That is nothing but in terms of voltage as well as resistor. You write the equation. So finally, first what is mean by I1? What is mean by I1? I1 is nothing but current flowing through the 1 ohm. How the current is flowing from the higher potential to lower potential? Higher potential is Vx, lower potential is 0. In between Vx2 up to 0 through the 1 ohm path, we are having 1 ohm resistor as well as the 5 volt source. But how to write the equation? Generally the equation is higher potential minus lower potential by resistor. That is nothing but current is nothing but V by R. V by R is nothing but higher potential minus lower potential. But here we are having extra 5 volt source. Whether we are take the positive or negative is nothing but just listen. For example, here I consider an example. So finally, for example, we are having two nodes. This is I consider Vx. This is I consider Vi. Now in between these node we are having one resistor, one voltage source, plus minus we are having voltage source like this V. Next this is R. Next current flowing through the element is I. It is clear? For example, we are having the elements in between the Vx to Vi. We are having resistor as a voltage source. The voltage source direction is plus minus. Next write the equation, just listen. Finally, we are applying some voltage here. Next we are getting this voltage after getting some drop as well as from voltage V. So finally the final voltage Vy equal to, just listen, final voltage Vy equal to first input voltage Vx. It is clear everyone? First we have to find out what is the final node voltage. That final node voltage Vy equal to Vx minus this drop, the drop across the resistor element. So minus I into R. Next we are having the voltage. Either we can voltage is add or subtract, that we have to know. It is very very important. So just listen, actual current direction is towards the right side, but here whatever the voltage source we consider here positive, here we are having the negative. So positive negative is nothing but we can consider this direction is always the current will flow from the positive only. So finally this direction is opposite to the actual direction. So finally we can say that this one you can consider the minus V. Okay, it is clear. The direction of current direction of V is opposite to actual direction I. So that's why here we can write, here we can write Vy equal to Vx minus IR into minus V. So finally from this I equal to, Vx minus Vy, minus V by this means is nothing but, just listen, like that you have to frame the equations. From that we have to frame that I equal to higher potential minus lower potential minus whatever the voltage source they are given by resistor. So like that you have to give the current directions I. So otherwise, for example, we are having two nodes same Vx and Vy, Here we are having resistor R. Next we are having voltage source. For example, here they are given the negative, here they are given the positive. Okay, now finally the current flowing through the resistor is I. Next here I have the resistor value is R. Now finally this voltage is V. Now finally calculate the what is the current here. Now finally say here we are applying Vx, final voltage is Vy. So final voltage we have determined Vy equal to, first how much voltage we are give Vx. Next what is the drop here, minus I into R. So finally we have to calculate the what is the voltage here. What is the voltage here is nothing but initial voltage minus drop, always you have to consider. So finally Vy equal to Vx minus drop across the R element minus I into R. Next whether we have to consider this V as plus or minus. Just listen here, minus here plus nothing but towards, this is the current direction of this voltage source. This is the current direction of this voltage. So finally our current direction is I is towards the right hand side. This current direction is also towards right hand side. So finally both are in same direction. So both are in same direction something, but you can write this is to be plus V. In previous case these two are in opposite direction. Our direction is opposite to voltage. So at the time we can consider the negative V. Now here this is to be positive V. So now from this we can get I equal to Vx minus Vy, plus V by R. Now finally we can say that I equal to Vx higher potential minus lower potential plus V by R. So now finally you have to write the I current equations based on these two techniques. Okay, don't forget, listen one more time and then finally you have to remember, then apply the equations. It is very very important to analyze the nodal analysis. Okay, don't confuse. So next here already given the equation. What is the KCL equation? I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 equal to 0. Now first you have to write the same equation here I am writing once again, I1, I2, I3, I4 equal to 0. Now first we have to write the what is I. What is I is nothing but current flowing through the 1 ohm resistor. Current flowing through the 1 ohm resistor. This is the I. Now this I is higher potential is Vx, lower potential is 0. So Vx minus 0 by Vx minus 0. Vx is nothing but unknown voltage, that we have to determine. Vx minus 0. Here whether we have to take the plus or minus. So this current direction is towards, but here we are having plus. So actually this is the direction of this voltage source. So finally both are opposite direction. Both are opposite directions, nothing but you can consider this one as negative value. So finally we get the Vx minus 0 minus V by 1 ohm is nothing but I1 based on the first technique. That is nothing but first technique, higher potential minus lower potential minus V, because both the directions are different. This voltage source is upward, our direction is downward. So finally both are different is nothing but finally we will get the equation as I1 is, here I1 is Vx higher potential minus Vy. Vy is lower potential is 0. Lower potential is 0. Next minus V is nothing but 5 volts by, next resistance R is 1 ohm. Resistor R is 1 ohm. So I1 is over. Next plus I2. So plus I2 is nothing but again go for the I2 current. So where we are having I2 current in our electrical network. Again you go for the circuit. Again you go for the circuit. In the circuit how the I2 current is flowing. So here in this circuit I2 current is flowing. Just listen. I2 current is flowing through the 2 ohms resistor. So from the Vx node to up to reference node. So finally the current is flowing from Vx to 0 potential. So higher potential Vx minus 0. Again what is the voltage? 10 volts plus is upward. So upward is nothing but this is to be opposite to the actual direction. So we can say that it is also minus 10. So now finally I2 equal to Vx minus higher potential is Vx, lower potential is 0. Next minus 10 volts by the resistor value is how much? 2 ohms. Now plus next I3. Same I3 is what is the current flowing through the 2 ohms resistor and 4 volt source. So now finally that I3 current direction is, this is the I3 current direction. Okay, our response also I only we can calculate. The I is nothing but I3 only finally. Okay, now finally I3 is nothing but current flowing through the 2 ohms as well as 4 volts. Next, what is the direction? Vx minus 0. Whether to take the plus or minus, here this is the negative, here this is the positive. So finally the current voltage source current direction is same as our current direction, so we can consider plus here. Okay, so finally Vx higher potential minus lower potential is reference node, so 0 plus what is that voltage they are given, plus 4 volts by resistor is 2 ohms. Next plus I4. So I4 is nothing but what is that? I4. That I4 is current flowing through the 1 ohm resistor. Current flowing through the 1 ohm. This is I4. I consider the direction is I4. But in this path already they are given the current source. Just listen, whenever you are writing the KCL equations, if they are given the voltage equations, you write like this. If they are given directly any current value in that path, that current value ought consider directly. So I4 they are given in this line. That current is to be 4 amps, but our direction is towards to the downward, but they are given the current direction is opposite. Is opposite is nothing but you can consider the I4 value as a negative, that is directly 4 amps. If they are given any current value, you can consider that value only. Don't consider like that voltage equations, because already they are given the I4 value. There is no need to calculate the I4 value. So finally that I4 is 4 amps. That 4 amps is to be negative, what consider minus 4 equal to 0. So finally like that you have to frame the KCL equation. Okay, now simplify this KCL equations. KCL equation, finally we will get the Vx value. If you are having only one KCL equation, right, we will get the Vx. If you are having the two equations, we have to simplify those two equations in order to evaluate the nodal voltage. But here we are having only one node. Finally we will get only one equation. This is related to the KCL equation. Now simplify this KCL equation. Finally you have to evaluate the nodal voltage, that is to be the fourth point. In fourth point, that is to be you have to evaluate the nodal voltage. So finally simplify this equation. Here we are having 1, here we are having 2, here we are having 2. So LCM is 2. So finally here we will get the equation as, otherwise you simplify in a simple manner without LCM also, that is Vx by 1, Vx minus 0, there is no need to write, minus 5 plus here Vx by 2, so 0.5 Vx minus 0 by 2, 0. Next minus 10 by 2 is 5. Next plus Vx by 2, 0.5 Vx. Next minus 0 by 2, 0. Plus 4 by 2 plus 2. Next minus 4 equal to 0. Now in the simplification we are having Vx, 0.5 Vx, 0.5 Vx. So total we are having Vx are the 3 terms. So Vx 0.5, 0.5. So finally we get the 2 Vx. Next minus 5, minus 5. minus 10 minus 14 plus 2, so you will get the minus 12 equal to 0. So the simplification is very very important. You have to do very clear and carefully, otherwise you will get the wrong answer. So Vx equal to answer is 6 volts. Vx equal to answer is 612 by 2, so 6 volts. So finally the node voltage is over. Finally we determine the node voltages. So but our question is, just listen, up to this node analysis is over, but next we have to find out the response. Okay, so for any node analysis, first you have to determine the nodal voltage, then after that go for the response. So here the response is, we have to find out the I. We have to find out the I using the node analysis. What is I? The current flowing through the 2 ohms resistor. They are given I direction already. This I is nothing but in our direction is I3. So we have to determine the I3 current. Then finally it is equal to I. So I equal to I3 equal. What is I3 current? Higher potential Vx minus 0 plus 4. Already you have written that formula also. Whenever you are writing the KCL equation, already you have written that formula also. That is, this is the Vx minus 0 plus 4 by 2 is nothing but only I3. So I3 we can write like this. Okay, now finally response. What are the response they are asking? Answer. This is the response. So that is I equal to, I is nothing but our question is I3. So I3 equal to that, already I told that Vx minus 0 plus 4 by 2 by 2. So finally Vx is 6, already we determined, minus 0 plus 4 by 2. So 10 by 2 equal to 5 amps. Okay. So finally our answer is, so finally I equal to 5 amps. So this is related to the nodal analysis. Okay. Okay friends. Finally here I am saying that listen the video carefully and make a notes. Finally again you have to listen the video, then you will get the clear idea. Please listen the video carefully, step by step is very very important, otherwise you cannot understand the problem. How we can do the nodal analysis. Okay, this is totally related to the nodal analysis. Okay, thank you friends. Again we will meet in the next class by considering one more topic. Thank you, bye.